As you guys have probably noticed, I had a mustache in my last video. We're clean shaven now. We're going back to growing the full beard. Hopefully it comes in here soon. But that's not why we are here. We have another roster update looming above our heads. So we need to make some early investments that in the long run could net us thousands, if not millions of stubs in this next roster update. So if you guys are new to these roster update videos, just keep in mind you guys are investing at your own risk. We are investing early. So early means that there's a high risk, high reward. You know, a lot of things happen over the course of 2 weeks while we're doing these roster investment videos. But keep in mind, again, you guys are doing your own risk. Hopefully it pans out for all of us and we make a lot of stubs here. We definitely have some new faces we're going to be talking about, but we also have some old faces that for some reason still just haven't become a diamond for us. But our first one we're going to talk about today is Michael Wacha. He's a starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. So Michael Wacha is kind of turning back the clock a little bit. Over the last 14 days, 122 batting average against, only 9 strikeouts and only 1 walk. He's not striking out a ton of people. He's not walking a ton of people either. So looking at the entire season for Michael Wacha, 49.2 innings so far, 33 strikeout. He does have 15 walks as well. I actually think that the case per nine is literally going to stay the same. I don't think they can do much of that, obviously. I think the walks per nine could maybe get a little bit of a boost, you know, +2, maybe +3. Obviously, the biggest thing with Michael Wacha, and of course throughout the entire year, he has a 172 average against him, is the hits per nine against him. Michael Wacha is now getting up a lot of hits this year. Like I said, kind of turning back the clock. He's a fun investment right now. So looking at his actual cost, he's sitting at about 192, 101 sell now, which is a little bit above what the actual price of a 75 silver is. That's actually what a 77 quick sell would be. It would be 100 stubs. So maybe that means that people are already starting to invest in him because they think that he does have a chance to go gold. If he does well, he could get a nice little upgrade. I don't think he goes gold yet, but he's going to be a long-term investment for us. So we have another card we've talked about in the past, and it is Dansby Swanson. We had him going from bronze to silver this last roster update, and I think he could make a push for a gold card as well. So over the last 14 days, a 352 average. He's had 1 home run and 3 doubles as well. But let's focus on the last 7 days. So he is batting .333, has got the 1 home run. He's got 1 double within that period as well. Against right-handed pitchers, he's batting .400, so the contact again, you get a nice little increase there. Does have the home run against the right-handed pitcher too. And then against lefties, he's batting .222, which obviously is not the best right now, but if we can, you know, give him a little bit more time, hopefully he faces some more lefties there too. I think we can get some nice boosts there. Obviously, the right-handed hitting could get some nice boosts. Again, left-handed, if he could just continually hit the ball well, hopefully he can get that boost there too. Hopefully get some more left-handed pitchers here along the way. I like Dansby Swanson. He's been trending upwards for a long time here. Let's see if we get this man to gold. I forgot to mention as well that Dansby's price right now is at $470, $399. He is way above the quick sell value of a 77. If he gets up to an 80, that would actually be 400, so he's actually way above that too. So I think people are already thinking right now that Dansby could get that shot up to a gold. Now we have a brand new card that we really haven't talked about at all this year, but he's been having a fantastic year. Garrett Cooper, the first baseman for the Marlins. Over the last 14 days, he's batting .447, a cool .447. He's got 5 doubles, he got a triple and a home run. But let's focus on the last 7 days again. So he's batting .478. He's got the home run and 2 doubles there as well. Looking against left-handed pitching, he's batting 1,000. He's got 1 hit against him, so not much to go off of right there. But if we look at righties, he's batting .455, and that's within 22 at-bats as well. He's got 10 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. Garrett Cooper has been doing very, very well this year. Should get a nice little boost, especially the contact. Could see some power numbers creep up there too. Looking at his price too, he's only at 205, 136. At a 77 silver, it's at 100. Again, a little bit above the quick sell value. But now some of these cards, again, might be a little bit above quick sell value, but they do hold value in the live series collection or within that actual team too. So keep that in mind too. Even if they are a little bit above that, they can still definitely go up. I like Garrett Cooper. I like it for gold, man. If he can keep it up for another week or so, he'd be a lock to go gold for me. Next up, we have Tyler Stevenson, the catcher for the Cincinnati Reds. Over the last 7 days. Now, this is a really, really, really small sample size. I think he did just get a nice little boost up too. I think like +1 or +2. He's batting .556. Now, again, it's a really small sample size. 9 at-bats. He does have 3 singles, 1 double, and a home run right there. I'm not going to go with the righty-lefty because obviously there just aren't a lot of at-bats there. But I do like Tyler Stevenson so far. Looking at the market, he's about a 138, so he is around what the quick sell value would be, a little bit above it right now. But Tyler Stevenson has had a pretty good year as well. If we look at the full entire year, he is batting .306. So obviously a lot of contact numbers there with him. And, if we get the power up, obviously he plays in Cincinnati. Not too shabby to be hitting home runs there. So hopefully Tyler Stevenson can get that power up a little bit. You can see him maybe do a 79. If he can get on a hot streak, especially, hits like 3 home runs in a week or 4 home runs, gets a lot of doubles there too. We could see a nice boost to that power. I like Tyler Stevenson. Make sure you guys take a look at him. I think he could net you guys a good amount of subs there. Now, here is a card that we have heavily invested in. I've been talking about him for quite a long time. Kyle Wright. I know he was injured in the beginning of the year. But ever since then, we've been investing in him since he's been a bronze. He's now in 81 gold. And man, if he could keep up what he's been doing, I would not be surprised for him to go diamond. Not this next roster update, but maybe the roster update after that. So let's make sure we are investing in him because he's been very good. In his last outing, 7 strikeouts, no walks, a 179 average. Last 14 days, a 167 average. And the last 28 days, a 147 average. So he has not been giving up a lot of hits. Obviously, his hits per 9 looked pretty good there as well. Over the course of the year, 67 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts. So Ks per 9 are pretty much on par there. He does have 23 walks in 67 innings, which is a little bit high for us. So hopefully, if he can have another outing like he did his last outing, where he had 7 strikeouts and no walks. If we can get maybe 2 more outings from him like that, I got a nice shot of him going 83 to 84. Looking at his price, about 630, 672, which for an 81, that's about on par with what his quick sub value is. So really, if you guys are investing in him, you're really not going to lose any subs unless he goes down. But obviously, he's been trending upwards as well. Kyle Wright, we've been investing in him for a long time. I would love to see him go diamond. Like I said, we've been investing in him since he was a bronze. We can get him to go diamond. That is a huge, huge return. ROI, we love it. Make sure you guys are looking at Kyle Wright. So the next card we're going to talk about is Zach Wheeler. He is a starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, he had a good and a bad outing, if that even makes sense. So in his last outing, he had 9 strikeouts and he gave up 2 walks. But he did also give up 6 hits and 23 plate appearances, which would be a 261 average. So the average is getting up there a little bit in his last start, but over the last 14 days, a 217 average. Over the last 28 days, a 229. So he has shown that it has been coming down. Obviously, the last outing is a little bit of an outlier there for him. But Zach Wheeler's had a fantastic year. I think he's getting some Cy Young votes too. Kind of under the radar. He did really well last year. I think he ended up being a diamond at one point last year, if I remember right too. The strikeout numbers are not bad either. Over 57 innings, he got 67 strikeouts, which again, we can maybe boost it up a little bit there. He does have 15 walks in 57 innings, which is a little bit better than Kyle Wright. So we can see, the walk number get up there too. I don't think he needs much. Now, obviously, he's playing up 13 right now, which is giving up a 5 overall, which kind of indicates to me if he gets a +2 or a +3, either hits 9 or Ks for 9, even walks for 9 too, he could get a nice little boost to diamond. He's kind of a low under the radar guy. Looking at his price now, he's at 2,399, which makes it seem like a lot of people are starting to invest in him. And once he gets to 85, obviously a 3,000 quick sub value. Should make a nice little stub amount for that. So hopefully if he gets one more good start for us, he gets that diamond badge behind him. Zach Wheeler been under the radar a little bit here, but make sure you guys take a look at him. Now another guy we've been talking about for a very long time is Ryan Helsley. He is a closing pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, having a magnificent year. He's got a .080 batting average against him in the year, which obviously reflects his hits per 9 at 107. Now, he did not obviously go diamond in the last roster update. He's still at 83. They didn't move him at all as far as I'm concerned. I think he's still at the same 83. So make sure you guys buy into that dip because he doesn't need a lot to go diamond. He already has great hits per 9. He's only given up, I think, 6 hits his entire year and 75 at-bats, which is absolutely bonkers. In the last 7 days, he's got 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. So again, trending upwards right there. Continues to get the strikeouts for us. Over the course of the year, he's got 32 strikeouts and 23 innings pitched. He is a closer, so obviously he doesn't have a lot of innings pitched right there. But Ryan Helsley has been very, very good. They didn't move him last roster update, so I really think that they'll have a good shot of moving him right here. His price, obviously, last time was way up there too, right before the roster update. So people were thinking that he was going to be going diamond as well. We're buying the dip right now. It's at 1,500, 1,649 buy now as well. So we're buying the dip right here to hope that he gets that boost up there again. He's just a really low risk, in my opinion, attempt to try to go diamond right here. So Ryan Helsley, take a look at him. He should be very good for us. Now, I don't think we've ever talked about George Springer at all this entire year, but George Springer snuck his way into an 84. He has been very, very good. I think he was hurt in the beginning of the year, and I don't think I heard much from him. But over the last 14 days, he's batting 325. Over the last 7 days, he is batting 320. If you look at against lefties, he's batting 400, so obviously contact there kind of shows that as well. He does have a home run there too, so could get a nice little boost to that left-handed power. And then versus righties, he's batting 300, which obviously is not shabby at all. 67, probably on par with that. He does have a home run and a double there too. Like I said, he kind of stuck on the radar. He's not going for that much either right now. He's about 2,000, 1,800 sell now. If you guys put in a buy order for 1,801 and we flip him to go to diamond, that's about 1,000 stubs right there. So you guys invest in him heavily right now. He can net you guys quite a bit of stubs here. I like George Springer. He is a very decent hitter. He's kind of streaky too at times. And if he gets on a hot streak, he can be a diamond easily. I mean, if he can continue the 300, the high 300 average throughout the entire next week, I have a very, very hard time thinking that George Springer does not go diamond. Invest in him now because his price will inflate here. And then our final card, a card we've talked about the entire year, is Ty France. Now, Ty France, unfortunately, over the last about 7 days has not been fantastic. Right before the roster update, he kind of crapped the bed, but before that, he was doing really good. Over the last 14 days, about a 300 average. Last 7 days here, he's batting about 240. So obviously, he's in the down low right now, but the dip is there for him. So right now, he's looking at about a 2,000 buy now for you guys at 84. That's about 500 over the quick sale value, but if he can get high, he's been very good the entire. If you look at his entire year right now, he's batting 330. So he's been very good. Unfortunately, last 7 days, he just hasn't been as well. Against righties, he's batting 278. Against lefties, he's batting 143. So he's been struggling in the lefty department, which obviously contact right there is kind of showing some of that a little bit just over the course of the year. But if he can get hot against lefties, I think he's got a really good shot. He's been on the cusp there for quite, I think, about a month now, around the 83 to 84 overall with Ty France. So if we can get him on a hot streak in this next week, and we could be talking about maybe next Sunday as another really good card to invest in. Again, we're buying in the dip of him that everybody kind of sold over. If we can do the same thing again this next time, we can still make a lot of subs. So take a look at Ty France. He's been there for quite a while, and hopefully he can get over that hump. So there you guys have it. That is our early roster investments for this week. Make sure you guys comment down below if there's anybody that I missed. I'm sure there are some people that we want to be looking into that you guys have for me as well. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Trying to make these tips and tricks for your videos, and you guys have been showing a lot of love on them. And make sure you guys like it for me. That always shows that you guys are enjoying this content. But I will see you guys next time. Happy investing. Hopefully make a lot of stubs.